So much blood. The cries. I can still hear them. Oh, divine, so much pain. There were 6 of us. The Falinesti faithful. Wood Orcs settled on our holy site. We only wanted to talk, to convince them to settle elsewhere. We didn't want any trouble. They captured Halalin, Fanrel, Nielus, and the others. Took them away to torture and who knows what else. Oh, divines, what if they're dead? I should have fought. I should have cut their throats. I ran. Why did I run? I wish I hadn't run. I'm not a fighter, not like Halalin and Nielus. We tend the ancient sites occupied by the Falinesti. We protect the sites in the Great Tree's absence, and ensure the sites are ready for its return. Falinesti, the walking city. It is a great elder tree on a scale you cannot imagine. It moves from site to site, taking the faithful with it. No one knows. Falinesti has vanished. Some speculate the faithful failed in our duties, and the tree abandoned us. But not I. Not I. The tree is coming back. One day it must come back. You don't understand. In the past, the Wood Orcs respected the ancient sites. They never would have dared to profane one by settling there. Until now. We wanted to remind them, but these Orcs don't care one whit about the ancient ways. A long time ago, but the attackers did not live to tell of it. Used to be that all the Bosmer, not just the faithful, would join to defend the holy sites. The undead changed that. The undead are everywhere. There is no one left to expel the Orcs. We tend the ancient sites occupied by the...
Who are you? I'd not thought anyone was left to help. Thank you.
The Norris and Pariel are gone. The Wood Orcs took them away. I heard them screaming. I do not expect to see them again. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Please, don't let them hurt me. Not again. Not like... Please.
You there! You're not one of these savages! Free me, quickly! Out? No. Not after what they did. These Wood Orcs violated this holy site. They spit on the old ways. They captured the faithful. My brothers, my sisters. And they tortured us. The Wood Orcs will pay in kind. With death. Death from the trees, death from the grass, death from the mist and water and rocks. These Wood Orcs may not fear death. They will fear me. Meet me below the Wood Orc Fort. The orcs must pay.
I will pay whatever you require. Just help me. I will give anything to get her back. Pariel, my bold, brave, beloved Pariel, my wife. The Wood Orcs captured us. They did unspeakable things. They were going to kill me. She couldn't watch me die. She killed them all, but now she's missing. Pariel broke our pact with Ifre. She called upon Hircine, master of the hunt. He changed her. Now, by Ifre's command, I must end her before she hurts others. She fled into these caves. She knows my scent. I can't get close. She is not in her right mind, filled with rage at our treatment. Please, if she comes at you, subdue her. Don't kill her. I have no choice. What Pariel did goes against the Green Pact. She made herself into a monster, and she can never change back. I cannot let her wander unchecked or slaughter others. I owe her that. As any hunter would. Look for signs in the cave. A broken stalk here, trampled ground there. Anything to show recent passage. Yes, the story is, the Bosmer received their form from Ifre. It symbolizes a break from our wild nature. Pariel called upon the master of the hunt. She gave into her wild nature and slaughtered the orcs. She did it to save me. I don't know. The change was not instantaneous. It was wild, fast, brutal. The Wood Orcs were unrecognizable when she was done. But she's my wife. I can't let her suffer. stop! Don't hurt her! Ariel, it's me! Oh, my beloved. What has happened to you? She is wounded. Did you hurt her? Subdued. Yes, I see. I'm sorry. Now, please, leave us. I left my pack at the mouth of the cave. Inside is all the gold I have. All yours. I'm sorry. I was desperate for help. Desperate enough to color the truth. Pariel did this, sacrificed herself to save me. How can Ifrit ask me to kill her? I love her. I can't slaughter her like a common wolf. This is the only way we can be together. I will pray to Hircine and hunt beside my wife for the rest of our days. Now please, leave us. This is between Hircine and myself. Thanks for understanding. After I change, Pariel and I will leave this cave and go deep into Valenwood. But you should go. I don't know that I'll be able to control myself during the transformation. You must leave now. What transpires next is between Hircine and myself.
You found me. Good. You found me. Good. Killing the rank and file solves nothing. These wood orcs celebrate violence. The chieftain is careless with the lives of his warriors. Now, we must strike close to the chieftain's hearth and home. The war chief must not die until he has felt my pain, the pain of my faithful. He will see his family murdered one by one. He will rage and cry. Only then will we grant him death. One life for each of my faithful. Dashkor, his torturer. Rug, his son. Thushlake, his huntwife. Grashla, his hearthwife. When all these are dead, I will permit Chief Gorzesh to die. Solve. You act like this is some kind of riddle to be puzzled out. The only way to stop this from happening again is to send a loud, unambiguous message, the kind even these orc scum can't fail to understand. Help me, or get out of my way. Then go. Find Eganor and claim your reward. Be sure to tell him about Halalin's mutilated corpse, and that you refuse to help me avenge him. I will finish this myself.
I'm safe. They can't hurt me here.
Nielis is back. Thank you. What of the others? Damn it, Fanrel. She should have gotten our help. The faithful should be avenged, but she will never succeed on her own. But I can't blame you for wanting to keep your hands clean. You've done more than we can repay. Thank you.
Hold! In the name of the Dominion! The road is perilous. Ebonheart-packed warriors have been harrying travelers, cutting down our soldiers. We ambushed the ambushers and put them to flight, but one of our own was among them. A traitor by the name of Aldolan. I mean to find him. Do just that. The Dominion can't afford mercy for traitors. Justice must be served, and swiftly. He cannot be far from here. There's a reward out for his head. Find him before I do, and there'll be coin in it for you. You look as though you have seen battle, friend. Tell me, did you find Aldolan? You've done the Dominion a great service. No doubt he was feeding the Pact information about our troop movements. That's lives saved. We'll clear out any Pact dumb enough to remain in the area. Thank you.
A bit tight in the shoulders, maybe. Welcome to Ndarwe's Museum of Wonder and Antiquities. Normally I'd tell you to avoid touching anything, lest you defile my sanctum, but the necromancers that came in before you have already ruined everything. They are dreadful people. From the worm cult, I believe. They destroyed numerous priceless artifacts, ruined decor, killed my employees, then turned my employees into their employees by raising them as undead. I suspect they want to raise the centerpiece of my collection, the Ayleid warlord Karen. People come here just to see him. Karen worshipped Daedra and was generally an unpleasant fellow. Excellent as a museum attraction, terrifying as an undead. You have my thanks, stranger. Truly, it's paramount that the Ayleid warlord is not raised. I need you to check his body and, if he has returned, deal with him. Of course, apologies. I'm a bit distracted at the moment. My name is Ndarwe. I'm a student of history, an avid collector, and the leader of the Merethic Society. We're a loose group of adventurers who specialize in acquiring antiquities. We'll go anywhere, do almost anything to collect history. Some governments are not so keen on the work we do, so we tend to operate as inconspicuously as possible. This is one of the necromancers. He made 2 mistakes. He had roughly the same height and build as myself, and he turned his back to me. If I can get the blood out, his clothes will make a fantastic disguise.
What a rotten day. The entire Merethic Society collection is stored in these ruins, and the Worm Cult gets to have their way with it all. Every piece the Merethic Society admits into our compilation must have aesthetic or historic significance, and elevate the prestige of the collection as a whole. We leave the archaeologists and the Mages Guild to fawn over potsherds and jewelry. We're collectors of lost relics. Some items we trade for on the black market, others we procure directly from ruins. We take our name from the Merethic era, the legendary age between the creation of Nirn and the start of the First Era. Every piece the Merethic Society admits into our compilation must...
the Worm Cult. I beg you to stop this. You fools are destroying history with every artifact you desecrate. Thank the moons. We hid our most valuable items before the Worm Cult arrived. But there's no one to retrieve them. Won't be long before they burn this temple down around us. Please, if you can find the artifacts, take them to Orthuna, our handler. Good. This map marks where we've hidden them. Recover the relics and get them to Orthuna, who will know what to do with them. She should be at the entrance to this ruin. No matter how many of us perish when this day is over, our work must continue.
Rise, blast you! Why won't you rise? This spell should work on an Ayleid.
Freedom at last. Where in oblivion am I? Need to find some higher ground. Who are you? You weren't on the excavation team. I am not trying to look like an Ayleid warlord. Wait. Arnanwen, a digger. Indarwe hired me to excavate Rulanyl's fall, and I was digging out some rooms. There was a cave-in. I'm dead, aren't I? I was afraid of that. There was a cave-in, and the next thing I know, I'm on a slab with a necromancer chanting over me. She didn't seem to notice, so I laid still and hoped she'd go away. She stayed for quite a long time. I don't understand. We were looking for an Ayleid warlord to put in Indarwe's historical collection, but we never found one. Please, take me to Indarwe. Remarkably practiced at killing large groups of people. Should I be worried? I don't suppose my family's married into monarchy? Cultists even come from?
What's that in your hands there? Seems you've been busy. Let's see what you have here. Ah, very good. I'm glad these survived. You and Delaney have done Tamriel a great service by returning these to us. We'll rebuild the collection. You've done the Society, and by association, all of Tamriel, a great favor. Yes? Aidan Durrani was an Altmer folk hero. According to history, he led the Durrani clan of High Rock against the Alessian Order of Cyrodiil. He appears in myths as the last king of a heroic line, a champion in the fight of Myr against men. Mansell Sesnet ruled Yokuda centuries before the Redguard came to Tamriel. His governance was brief but eventful, laying much of the structural groundwork later Redguard rulers would utilize. The Lost Fleet, or the All Flags Fleet, was an armada sent by the Colovian Emperor Bendu Olo to eliminate the invading Slode. The Slode were defeated, but much of the fleet vanished without a trace. Save this compass.
I hate them all. The Aliens, Necromancers, the Merethic Society, Indarwe, my father. To oblivion with all of them.
By the Empyrean light, the worm cult brought his spirit back, didn't they? And you led him here. Of course you found Nonwen. What did you think you would find? An alien warlord's body, intact? I looked for years and never found one. But my museum collection needed a centerpiece, and Nonwen was crushed in a cave-in, so I dressed him up. I realized that if the worm cult managed to raise Nonwen, my secret would be known. Which is why I sent you to stop them, for what good that did me. I hope I can trust you to keep your mouth shut.
Did I hear that correctly? You passed me off as an alien warlord?
Don't worry, I paid your family for the body.
You paid my... How long were you going to let people think I was a famous dead person?
You aren't getting any less dead, so somewhere around forever, I think. Look at it this way. Now you're dead and famous.
You mean you're going to keep doing this? Every day?
Oh, yes. I'll have to hire a security staff, I think. We don't want any more surprise necromancers. Now go back to your body. I'll figure out what to do with you later.
This is worse than oblivion.
What is it? I've got some guards to hire now that the worm cult is out of the way. Business can be good again. It's my disguise. Just a way to blend into their ranks before I make my escape.
We'll rebuild the collection. You've done the society.
Auriel, grant me strength. I hope you're the one Indenia spoke of. Thank the Eight. The army here is greater than we anticipated. Damn these gates. Damn the corruption. I should be in there, not Indenia. He said you'll be able to pass through. Help him. Stop Naaman. He wasn't wrong. The veiled heritance subjected my brother's body to an unnatural resurrection, as a lich. He has the Staff of Magnus, and is using it to suppress Hectorhaim's necromantic wards and raise an undead army. Very. According to Indenia, Hectorhaim guards the heart of Valenwood. He believes Naaman is corrupting it, and this corruption turns any soldiers we send forth feral. Indenia knows more. He waits for you at the gate. Indenia believes he can enter unharmed, and you as well. I pray he's right. We have only limited understanding of the history. Some time after the passing of the Aeliads, a necromancer or group of necromancers tried to raise an army of the dead. Necromantic wards were put in place, but now Naaman is suppressing them. Even as a lich, I don't believe Naaman is powerful enough to disrupt the ancient wards. Elendari believes it's the Staff of Magnus. We must retrieve the staff and secure it for the Aldmeri Dominion. Some say it once belonged to Magnus, the god of magic himself. Some say it was a gift. Others say it was stolen. Others believe it's a test. It suppresses magic, and it seems Naaman is using it to subdue the wards. I little understand it, but the Bosmer have described it to me as the center of Greenshade. As Naaman is allowed to corrupt it, the forest will die. The Bosmer here would lose their homes and be forced to flee.
Shazza worries for the people here. Main Aku's Ri brought us to learn and assist, but sadly there was nothing to be done.
Kali is but a student of the Main, but this one longs to be inside and undo this corruption.
This isn't the place for Kali and Shazza, so close to this corruption, when they should be learning of their future roles.
Damned heritants. We lost some good rangers out there. They're lucky I can't get near them.
Don't mind Nara. She's never done well sitting out a battle. In the meantime, this isn't a total loss. Cariel is a beautiful elf, isn't she?
This one wishes there was more that could be done. Indenir is certain you're the key.
What do you want?
Indanir's in there. I hope whatever luck guided you at the pass watches over you now.
Hectorheim. Lovely, isn't it? Especially with its moat of undead and eerily corrupted trees. As much as I know you want to take a peek inside, as long as those walls are up, no one is going anywhere near it.
Raz wishes he could help. Namon would not last long.
There's no end to the depravity of their veiled heritance.
When Raz told me about Hectorheim, I couldn't get here fast enough. Now I can't even get inside. To top it off, this vine dusk won't leave me alone. Boys?
I'm relieved you're here, my friend. As dark as my fears may have been, they pale in comparison to the reality. If the shade of Naaman corrupts the heart of Valenwood, then the realm he calls the Shadowwood will soon consume this one. It won't be easy. The enchantments that once kept evil out are now corrupted. It's something similar to the blight we saw in Varant Morass, but much stronger. Every soldier who's entered has turned feral. Even you and I would not be immune. It's risky, but to defeat the darkness, we may have to embrace it first. The green is corrupted, and I think I can use my connection with it to thrust us into the realm of the Shadowwood. In that realm, I suspect we can get past the blight. Let's hope this works. All right, then. There, we're in Shadowwood again, as foul as it ever was. We should be able to bypass the blight, though, and all the feral guardians that would block our way. Once we get in there, we need to head for the grotto. That's where the heart is. There's only one way to find out, isn't there? If we go feral, that's that. If not, I still suspect we'll encounter some resistance. The Shadowwood hasn't lacked for corrupted spirits elsewhere, and I can't imagine it will here either. Let's get inside. The grotto will be on the other end of the bridge. Ifrit's foes! He's turned so many!
Well,
we have to stop this! Formidable as you may be, I fear we couldn't get through here in the physical realm.
What?
I knew we couldn't be that lucky. The shade has blocked the way. Let's see. These pedestals look as if they're still active. Yes, I know what to do. This is the entrance to the Valenheart. It seems the Shade of Naaman has taken care to ensure his work is not disturbed. This is an ancient Ayleid barrier. We'll need to activate the pedestals to pass. We'll need to get the keystones, Welkin stones I imagine, and the Shade has likely scattered them throughout the branches of Hectorheim. There is more too. I will need to study these pedestals to decipher the way of unsealing the door. Good thinking. Whatever we can do to speed this up. In fact, as soon as you find each keystone, bring it here before searching for the others. That will help me puzzle this out more quickly.
What do you want?
Well?
I warn you, the Naaman you faced before was fettered by fear and mortality. I have no such limitations.
Invocation.
The Welkin stones are the only way to break the barrier and enter the heart. I'll get you back in.
What do you want?
You are throwing your life for naught. The heart is already corrupted. There's nothing you can do about that now.
Welkin stones are the only way to break the barrier and enter the heart. Let's get you back in there.
What is it? Very well. Come and witness my wrath achieved. Then you will die.
We all need roots.
Destroy!
Good. This should work. Hurry, we have to save the heart. Get the Staff of Magnus from the Shade's remains. We need to make sure it gets returned to the Queen.
My sister's pawn, come! Irene will get what's coming to her soon enough. Why won't you just die?
Incredible. I've never seen such terrible power. But you didn't flinch. The Shade is gone, but his corruption is not. Look at the heart. It's overflowing with corruption, spreading the darkness all over Valenwood. I don't know, but I have to try something. As I suggested before, perhaps the only way to defeat the darkness is to embrace it. I think I might be able to draw the corruption out of the heart and into myself. It'll be the end of me, I suppose. But the loss of one life, to save the Valenwood, there's no choice in that. Ifre, guide me. I hope this works. It's working. Just a little more.
By the 8, in Denir. What happened to you? Indenir is dead? He is playing one of his Bosmer tricks. It must be. No. He really is dead. Dark moons. Curse you, Indenir, for being mortar. And curse us for being so slow to arrive after we saw the corruption recede. Just like a Bosmer. It is not enough for him to save us all. He must mock us with the nobility of his sacrifice. We will feel this loss more deeply than most. But it looks like the dead prince is dead once again. Indeed, Queen Irene should be informed. She entrusted you with this mission, so it would be best if you told. Wait, did you feel that? Look, Indenir!
Perhaps you should take a few steps back, eh? The Valenheart. It saved Indenir.
Saved him? Cariel?
The Valenwood brought him back. It's Ifre's will.
What happened?
Indenir, Ifre has chosen you. You're the Sylvanar.
Could it be true? Me? The Sylvanar? I fell down into death, and the Green reached out and picked me up and set me on my feet, and I was here again, alive. Incredible. Indescribable. Transformed. I have seen my making and my unmaking, and I am awestruck. I never imagined when the last Sylvanar died that I would be chosen. But if the people wish it of me, I will accept this role.
I'm going to go let Raz know. I'm sure he's pushed into the grotto by now with the vine dusks.
Yes, and Queen Irene must be informed as well.
Come, I need to speak with Queen Irene. I expect she'll want to speak with you as well.
Hurry, we must
Is it true? What Cariel speaks? Indenir resurrected? Raz has had his eyes on other things, or he would not have missed it. And Naaman. Raz assumes he's dead. Again. Queen Irene has already decided to blame Peladil and the Heritans for this treachery. But Raz knows she loved her brother in her own High Elf noble, emotionally stunted way. Tell her, but gently.
Believe me, I'd have been by your side, but that Cariel, she's a feisty one. The things she threatened me with if I followed. I thought the Vindusks were tough, but the eyes of the Queen? I'll be happy to stay on their good side.
Looks like you took care of Naaman. Greenshade is safe now.
A shame I missed out on all the fun. You owe me quite the tale now.
Quite an amazing scene to witness. How did this one miss it? Talking to torchbugs, healing the forest, seeing invisible spriggans. I thought he was just another mad Bosmer. Turns out, I was the mad one, and Indaner was the Sylvanar all along. Besides a timely resurrection, a wedding, of course. He will be joined to the Green Lady, and together they will represent Valenwood as leaders of the Dominion, with Queen Arryn and myself.
To be trapped outside these walls while the veiled heritance destroys more lives.
We all saw the corruption draw back. It's such a relief.
You've proven yourself a valuable member of the Old Merry Dominion.
My soldiers stir from their feral state. I can only assume the corruption has receded and Naaman is again put to rest. It is well. The funeral rites and honors may proceed as originally planned. My brother was a pawn of the veiled heritance, you understand? The mistreatment of his royal body only makes their treason the worse. Now, what of the staff of Magnus? Thank you. I will see to its safeguarding personally. The Sylvanar. By the Eight. Main Akuzri, is this true? If so, that changes a great deal.
His spirit was gone from the mortal world. The Valenwood restored him.
Indaner?
The Main speaks the truth, Queen Arryn.
Cariel herself said Ifre chose him. This one agrees.
Then rise, Indaner. It is I who have the honor of bowing to you.
Queen Arryn, please,
People of the Old Merry Dominion, I present to you your new Sylvanar. We won a necessary victory for the Dominion today, and we have you to thank. I'll see to the staff of Magnus's safety myself. As for you, the Bosmer have their Sylvanar. With both the Sylvanar and the Green Lady, it's time the two became one. Go to Velen Harbor in Malabal Tor, and we will make preparations. The Green Lady is in Malabal Tor, but rumors of attacks from Redguards have reached us. It's imperative that the Green Lady be kept safe so that she and the Sylvanar may be joined. Velen Harbor, along the Broken Coast. It's a quiet little town, the perfect place for a wedding. Head there and inform the locals of the impending nuptials. I'll be along soon to bring the Green Lady her Sylvanar.
Valenwood is only alive because of you. We are all in your debt, I especially. And having a Sylvanar in your debt can be a good thing. I'll be on my way to Malabal Tor now. I will undoubtedly see you there.
This one hopes to see you again. Times are rough with Great War, and we could use your help securing the Dominion. Kalzana Bijo only seeks to protect and educate the Lunar Champions.
Lord Garashri spoke of the ceremony between the Sylvanar and the Green Lady. This one hopes to be there.
This one wonders where our journeys will take us next. Hopefully not back to elsewhere so soon.
It seems a ceremony is in order. Indenir will meet up with the Green Lady, and the two will be united in Sylvanar. This one hopes to see you there.
I wish you luck in Malabar Tor. I hope to see you at the joining of the Sylvanar and the Green Lady.
Sounds like the Dominion leaders will be moving to Malabar Tor. I'll remain to ensure the Heritants regret setting foot on Greenshade.
You saved Greenshade, and my people are safe. I can't thank you enough.
Velen Harbor is rumored to be overrun. I wish you luck. We'll be preparing for Malabal Tor ourselves.
How many must die before this hunt ends? You have the look of a hunter about you, but the Sench demands that you act the part. The pale Sench, the lion with the skin of snow. My hunt for it spans lifetimes, but my only bounty is deep wounds and dead friends. Long after the body's wounds have closed, hardened into scars, the mind's wounds still pierce, still sear. But I know that gleam in your eye. Like me, you can't help but desire the pale Sench's ivory hide. The trail of the Sench begins at the bones of my fellow hound. I barely escaped with my life, and his life escaped with his bones bared. If you must ask, you may not be ready. But keep your head low and your movements slow, and you shall find the Sench's tracks. Centuries ago, but the hounds I speak of are not dogs. They are the finest hunters in Valenwood. I once led their ranks, but my hunt leaves no time for games.
here. I need help.
Damn. Everything tastes like blood. That can't be... You made it past the undead outside Marbrook? Either that, or I lost more blood than I thought. Daedra, out of the Moonhenge. When the undead appeared in Drilladon Pass, we got cut off from Marbrook, and in the Daedra came, like beasts that smelled blood. An Ayleid ruin. We don't really know what it was for. Captain Ethrel and Sergeant Galandir took scouts to investigate, but they were captured. The Daedra are holding them for some kind of ritual. We need to save them.
I thought I'd never escape.
You did it! I'm free!
I owe you my life.
Damnable Daedric rituals. Just wait until I'm free. You, come with me. Quickly, we don't have much time. Captain Ethrel and the rest of our scouts are trapped on the other side of that portal. The main portal was unguarded when we got here. Captain Ethrel took 4 of our number through. That's when the Dremora swept in and captured us. Set up crystals to seal the portal. It was a trap, and we walked into it like yesterday's dinner. That's the idea, but there are secondary portals all around the main one, protecting the crystals. Ready yourself for a fight. If we don't close the portal from the other side, the Daedra will find a way to reopen it. Basic tactics, soldier. I need to cover your back so the Daedra on the hill don't flank you.
Captain Ethrel, look at me. We're going to make it through this.
You'll make it out of here. I know you will.
Captain. Captain. Damn it all. Looks like we only meet in horrible places. Did you bring the 100 blades this time? No matter, you didn't need them in First Hold. The Queen sent me to check on our Bosmer allies, and a good thing, too. This whole forest is rife with corruption. I offered my assistance to Captain Ethrel when the Daedra came through the Moonhenge. The Daedra scattered us as soon as we got here. We need to find the others and close the portal before the Daedra organize. I've been watching the Daedra closely. The commanders pass in and out of a gateway to the north, or what passes as north in this place. If I had to guess, I'd say our Moonhenge has a twin on this plane. The Moonhenge you came through was an Ayleid ruin. But where did they get the idea? Find the keys the Dremora used to unlock the pillars that seal the gateway. I suspect we'll find the sigil stone that powers the portal through there. Haha, once again, you have your duty and I have mine. I'm going to clear the gateway entrance for you in the meantime. Send the others my way if you find them.
You again? You seem to make a habit of showing up just when things are getting properly twisted. After Dread Verlaine, I was sent to reinforce the outpost. You know how it goes. One moment you're sharpening your sword, and the next you're entering a Daedric portal in the middle of a creepy Ayleid ruin. I'll try. Might get distracted exacting some much-earned payback on these monsters.
This one will never complain about a job again. Daedra, imprisonment, and crazy Bosmer. There is no end to Azazi's suffering. At least you are here again to help me. Azazi's tail swishes with joy.
Glad you made it. Just hold the keys up to the pillars and we'll be on our way.
Oh, tickets up. Ladies first.
This one is no lady.
These crystals are powering a seal, protecting the sigil stone.
What is that?
We're trying to break them, but it'll take time.
My friend hunts for us.
We did it! You were amazing! Now let's get that sigil stone before the Daedra advance! Now there's just one more thing, but it's a doozy. Well, there is the matter of this Moonhenge. It seems to be connected in some way to the Moonhenge in Greenshade. As long as it's here, all the Dremora would have to do to reopen the portal is replace the sigil stone. So we'll need to destroy it. I created a scroll for just that purpose. Unfortunately, it requires the power of the sigil stone. As the sigil stone is destroyed, the portal will close for good. The person who casts the spell will be trapped here. This spell combined with the innate magical properties of the Moonhenge? This is alien magic we're talking about. We might destroy the entire Valenwood. You cannot be... You're serious? Fine, there may be a planar tear before the portal collapses. You'd better come back.
You closed the Daedric portal! Moonhenge is back to its old self, plus a few decorations. But where's the captain? Damn. But it looks like everyone else got out. That's the biggest risk I've ever seen a soldier take. You deserve a medal. We'll mop up the remaining Daedra and start rebuilding the outpost. Thanks to you, we won't have to fight a war on two fronts.
We've a lot to do rebuilding the camp, but it beats having our innards ripped out by Daedra.
A most unexpected end. But such a magnificent hunt. My hounds will sing of it for ages. Now, return to Horus. Tell him he may rest.
The hide of my death approach. Please, let me see the white before all goes black. At last, and the more beautiful for the longed-for rest it brings. When I was young, I implored Hircine to let me hunt his finest beast. That ensured I was restless and deathless. Until today. Thank you. I can finally close my eyes.
Useless layabouts! Rank amateurs! It was just a simple list of ingredients. How hard can it be? Truly? You have all three? Quickly, let me see. Yes, these will do. Satisfactory. Here, take your payment. At last I can join my 5-clawed brothers. I can be the predator I was born to be. Now a toast to finding my true form at last. No, the tale is right, but why so many scales? My family will never accept me like this. Perhaps if I tweak the mixture. One of many atrocities my misguided people have wrought on this peerless race of unmatched predators. The Khajiit are my brothers, my true people. Those Dunmer who still keep slaves are heartless fools. If you ask me, they should all be hanged. Yes, I was cruelly born without a tail, without claws, but I know where I belong. If I can just find the right mixture, I can fix that. Then all those fools in Mournhold will see that they were wrong.
Foolish Mandir. What exactly do you think is going to happen to you, You strike an imposing figure, friend. And you look like you might not be shy about using it to make a little coin, yes? I've got a little problem, and I think the answer just stepped onto this balcony. The boss offers certain services here in Woodheart. As expected, such services are not free. One called Mantir owes the boss a cut of his profits, but is holding out now that his payment is due. This one means to collect, one way or the other. Only certain kinds of people profit from war. Mantir has benefited particularly, even as we are spread thin. In such times, we often employ outsiders. Collect the payment from Mantir, and a cut of it is yours. Simple, yes?
I'd heard tales of Nerame, but you freed her from Rachine's prison. To become part of legend, I can't imagine.
I'm quite busy at the moment, sorry. I'll be lucky if this hall allows me to keep myself fed, much less pay off my debts. Please, leave me to my work. Ah, not this again. Look, run along and tell those flea-bitten cats that I'll have their coin as soon as possible. It isn't my fault that damn clever Farwin nicked it right out from under my nose. Yes, no need to rub it in. I don't know how she managed it, but she must be quite skilled. Too bad she doesn't understand what a mess she's landed me in now with a fat cat and his pets. I mean the majestic Bashira and his cohort. You can try. I don't think it'll do any good. Right, a theft and all that. The act was artfully done. Right in front of my eyes, and yet I had no idea. By right, she owns my property until she makes a demand of me in return, and I agree to a price for the return of what was stolen. Ah, good. I look forward to our next meeting.
bit forward coming into my home in such a manner. Something you need? Manthea's in trouble with the fat cat? I didn't know that. Well, he can have it back all right, but by right of theft I demand something in return. I can't believe he hasn't come to ask me himself yet. Easy. I just want him to marry me. Divines know. He's avoided me long enough. Of course. I hoped he'd come to me, but then he always was a hard-headed one. Let's go. Ah, how exciting. I wonder if I should have washed my hair first. Nah. Hello again, Manthea. Fine day this, don't you think?
Yes, let's get on with it. Make your demand, Farwin.
Surely you know by now. I want us to be married. I will return the coin I stole in exchange.
I thought as much. So I must marry you or be gutted by the fat cat's thugs. Ugh, very well. I, Manthea, acknowledge that you, Farwin, rightfully stole my coin, and in exchange for its return, I agree to marry you.
I'm so happy you feel the same way.
Well, I hope you're happy. What's the phrase? Out of the kettle and into oblivion? Shackled for life to Farwin. I wouldn't overstate things, but here is the gold I owe. Take it back to those mangy cats and tell them I have no more need of their services. My ledger's clear, yeah?
Thank you for helping Manthea see how much he loves me. You are the best.
Go on then. I've nothing more to say about it. Run back to your kittens.
Well?
You return, and with the gold, yes? We'll see about that. But you have done as was asked, and will have your gold as we agreed. The noble Bashira appreciates your service, and your discretion.
John and Jode. This one hears there were vampires discovered in Longplay.